Good evening, I'm Sarah Sapsanama. Let's begin with the headlines of the hour. House of Representatives hostage to party politics. Nepali Congress continues with its obstruction, demanding for a probe into the alleged involvement of Home Minister in cooperatives fraud case. Development partners express interest in policy reforms to facilitate investments. Call for reform before the investment summit. Prime Minister assures of easy environment to invest. High Court dismisses Delhi Chief Minister Kejriwal's plea against his arrest by the Enforcement Directorate, saying the agency was in possession of enough material leading to his arrest. And Sudipashchin clinches gold in the first inter-province national sports tournament, women's cricket, defeating Koshi by 5 wickets. The main opposition, Nepali Congress, has obstructed the meeting of the House of Representatives today as well, demanding for the formation of a parliamentary probe committee to investigate the cooperatives fraud case. Lawmakers from the main opposition obstructed the meeting as soon as it began. Speaking after Speaker Devraj Khemire's allocated time, Congress Whip Sushil Singh blamed the government for not forming the probe committee to weaken the parliament. He also urged to obstruct parliamentary proceedings until their demand is fulfilled. He questioned whether actions will be taken against those alleged of involvement in irregularities of 1 billion rupees by 6 cooperatives, including Surya Darshan, by investing illegally in Gorkha Media Company. Congress lawmakers continued to obstruct the parliament, although Speaker Khemire allowed lawmaker Manish Jha to speak. The Speaker then halted the meeting for 15 minutes. A consensus was not reached and the meeting has been postponed until 11 a.m. tomorrow. CPNML's provincial party leader Yamini Cadel has been appointed Chief Minister of Karnali Province. Cadel was appointed to the post by Province Chief Tilak Pariyar. However, ruling CPNML and Maoist Centre have yet to reach an agreement on other aspects of their partnership. Based on the information shared by leaders of both the parties, Chief Minister Cadel will appoint a few ministers without portfolio and take the oath of office and secrecy if an agreement is not finalized by tomorrow. The two sides are yet to finalize the ministerial share. Cadel has staked his claim to the post with the support of 23 provincial assembly members, including CPNML, Maoist Centre members and CPN Unified Socialist. He had the support of 9 UML members, 13 Maoist and 1 Unified Socialist member. Province Chief Tilak Pariyar had called on interested members to stake their claim within a week's time after former Chief Minister Rajkumar Sharma resigned from his post last Wednesday. At least 21 votes are required to form the government in the province that has 40 provincial assembly seats. As CPNML and CPN Maoist Centre withdrew its support to the Koshi province government, Chief Minister Kedar Karki is required to take the floor test within 30 days as per constitutional provision. The two parties had informed of their decision through a joint press conference in Biratnagar today. They also called on Chief Minister Karki to take the vote of confidence within 7th of May. They have also called for a special session, saying that the Chief Minister had fallen into minority. The two parties have demanded that the province chief begin the process of formation of a new government if Karki fails to take the floor test within the required time frame. It is now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before today's question, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday we asked you, what should the government do to address the demands of the private sector? 57% voted for option A, amend laws, 22% for B, facilitate loans, and 21% for C, assist in infrastructure. And here's today's question. Why has Chief Minister of Koshi Province not yielded despite knowing that he lacks majority support? Your options are A, lack of morality, B, lust for power, and C, interpreting the constitution as per his interest. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Respective offices of the Chief Election Officers have published the final list of candidates of the April 27 by-elections in Ilam and Bachang and provided them with their election symbols as well. The Office of the Chief Election Officer published the final list of candidates contesting in the by-election from Ilam Constituency 2 and provided them with their symbols. A total of 19 candidates, including 12 from various parties and 7 independent candidates, are in the fray from the constituency. One of the 20 that had registered withdrew their candidacy. The Office of the Chief Election Officer distributed party-wise symbols and those for independent candidates. In Bajhang, one of the 12 that had registered has withdrawn their candidacy. Ashok Sunar, who had registered to contest for a post at the Provincial Assembly, withdrew his name. A final list, including 11 candidates, has been published. The Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority has filed cases at the Special Court against 8 individuals for corruption, including former Acting Chief of the Agriculture Development Directorate of Gandaki Province, Nilkantha Pokhrel. The Commission has alleged them of financial irregularity in the budget allocated for Pakwadi Agro-Cooperatives building in Siangja's Galyang. The corruption watchdog has demanded for a fine of over 2.8 million rupees each from Pokhrel, Engineer Bishwanath Podel, the then agro-economist, and Department Chief Bhanu Bhakta Bhattarai. Likewise, fines of similar amount has also been demanded from Pakwadi Cooperatives Chair Harilal Khanal, Vice Chair Hema Nyupani, Secretary Parshuram Khanal, Treasurer Uma Shrestha, and local Shri Prasad Shrestha. The Commission claims the defendants had constructed the building on a land different from the one shown during the planning phase, along with breach of standards, among other irregularities. The Commission has also filed cases against 8 individuals, including the Vice Chair of Kalikot's Palata Rural Municipality, for corruption. It claims the 8 were involved in irregularity of the budget allocated for drip irrigation project. The defendants in this case include the then Chief Administration Officer Ram Prasad Kusma and Sub-Engineer Madhav Kumar Bhatta. The Commission has demanded for jail terms and a fine of around 1.37 million rupees from them each. Rashtriya Prajatantra Party RPP staged a protest in the capital today, saying the government had not implemented its 40-point demand. The party has demanded for reinstatement of monarchy, declaration of Nepal as a Hindu state, fully proportional election system, and a directly elected Prime Minister. RPP has said the government had not taken their demands seriously. Scuffles broke out in Bhadrakari as the party cadres attempted to move ahead to Singhadarwar. A few protesters were also injured in the incident. RPP's chair, Rajendra Lingden, challenged for an investigation into the properties of all those in public positions, along with probes into large corruption cases. Lingden also raised question on the lack of investigation into Home Minister Ravi Lamichhane's alleged involvement in cooperatives fraud case. RPP's protest program obstructed vehicular movements throughout the day in the capital. Diplomatic missions and development partners have shown interest in the government's preparations to reform policies ahead of the investment summit. Participating a discussion program organized by the Office of the Prime Minister, they also put forth their suggestions. Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal had called on development partners and diplomats to officially inform of the investment summit that has been scheduled for 28th and the 29th of April. According to Investment Board, the attendees also expressed interest in agreements for bilateral investments. Last Sunday, the Cabinet had approved BIA model template in an effort to ensure investment security and encourage investors. Premier Dahal called on the attendees to help attract investors to Nepal, expressing a commitment towards a cohesive environment and reforming laws, improving processes, and ease in project execution.
Once again, that the government is committed to amending laws to simplify investment, initiating procedural reform, and creating a robust investment climate to ensure investor hassles-free atmosphere during the entire project life.
It may be recalled the government had some 2 years ago struck an agreement to protect and promote bilateral investments in India. With India, in fact. However, the agreement had been scrapped before it could be implemented. BIPA agreement to protect foreign investors by providing them with the same rights as local investors has been made with 6 other countries. Now the government is preparing for BIA. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Foreign Affairs Naren Kaji Shrestha has said it is unsustainable to depend on remittances, customs revenue and foreign aid. Speaking at the 73rd Annual General Assembly of the Nepal Chamber of Commerce, Minister Shrestha said there was a need for policies that support an increasing domestic production. He added that the current resources are not sustainable. Minister Shrestha said the government is doing legworks to raise its capacity to spend development budget and also increase exports. Business persons during the event said the government policies were not business-friendly, which resulted in the slump in economy. They called for addressing the current issues. And in this context, in our Public Voice segment, today we've asked in several provinces what type of sectors do they wish to see investments being made in. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
जलविद्युत क्षेत्रमा लगानी प्रशस्त आउनु पर्यो पर्यटन र पूर्वाधारसँग सम्बन्धित योजनाहरूलाई हामीले लगानी सम्मेलन मार्फत भित्र्याउन सक्यौं भने राष्ट्रिय विकास निर्माणका प्रक्रियालाई अगाडि बढाउनलाई सहज हुन्छ
स्वास्थ्य क्षेत्रमा लगानी भित्राए राम्रो हुन्छ
रोजगारी हुने खालको लगानी भित्र्याउन पर्यो
भएकै उद्योगीहरूलाई पनि एउटा राम्रो सपोर्ट गर्ने एउटा कार्यक्रम हुनु पर्यो
दीर्घकालीन महत्त्व राख्ने
बढी भन्दा बढी चाहिँ जलविद्युत चाहिँ उत्पादन गर्न सकियो भनेदेखि त्यसले चाहिँ नेपालमा धेरै भन्दा धेरै चाहिँ यसले चाहिँ रोजगार पनि दिन सक्छ र आर्थिकलाई पनि चलायमान गराउन सक्छ
धेरै युवाहरू चाहिँ विदेशी मुलुक जाने भएको हुनाले ती युवाहरूलाई पनि रोक्नको लागि औद्योगिक क्षेत्रको विकास गर्न अति जरुरी देख्छु
कृषि र पर्यटनलाई एकमुष्ट जोडाउनको लागि चाहिँ तपाईको लगानी त्यसतिर चाहिँ अलिकति ध्यान दिएमा
जलविद्युत जस्तो क्षेत्रहरूमा चाहिँ लगानी गर्दाखेरि फाइदा हुन्छ
नेपालीलाई चाहिने र नेपालीलाई आवश्यक पर्ने परियोजनाहरूलाई भित्र्याउनु पर्छ
विदेश जान चाहिँ युवाहरूलाई रोक्नको निमित्त पनि नेपालमा चाहिँ लगानी विदेशी लगानीहरू चाहिँ उद्योग कल कारखानाहरूमा चाहिँ सरकारले व्यवस्थित गरेर अगाडि बढाउनु पर्छ
कृषि पर्यटन र ऊर्जामा विशेष लगानी गर्नुपर्छ
कृषिको क्षेत्रमा लगानी गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ उत्पादनमूलक हुन्छ
प्राकृतिक स्रोत साधनमा आधारित उद्योग धन्दामा केन्द्रित रहेर लगानी भित्रिनुपर्छ
महिलालाई लक्षित गरेर लगानी गर्न धेरै राम्रो
आत्मनिर्भर बन्ने खालको चाहिँ एउटा चाहिँ त्यस्ता खालको चाहिँ आयोजनाहरू चाहिँ सम्पन्न गर्न सक्यो भने
देशलाई आत्मनिर्भर बनाउने खालको र दिगो विकास हुने किसिमले चाहिँ वैदेशिक लगानी चाहिँ नेपालमा भित्राउनु पर्दछ
International update, Arvind Kejriwal will remain in jail, the Delhi High Court has said today, as it knocked back the Chief Minister's challenge to his March 21st arrest in the alleged liquor policy scam. Kejriwal's Aam Aadmi Party responded swiftly, confirming within the hour that it will appeal to Supreme Court. The court noted the Enforcement Directorate submitted material to suggest the Aam Aadmi Party leader had conspired to formulate the now scrapped policy and was involved in demanding alleged kickbacks of 1 billion Indian rupees, some of which was used to fund campaign expenses for the 2022 Goa election. The court also noted that the ED's submission of statements by approvers, accused turned government witnesses, and an AAP Goa candidate claiming that he had been paid with the alleged kickbacks. Kejriwal's arrest was therefore ruled valid and his plea dismissed. The court therefore upheld earlier remand orders which sent him to the ED's custody and then to Delhi Tihar jail till April 15th. Kejriwal is the first sitting chief minister to be taken into custody.
Sports news.
Sudur Pashchim province has defeated Koshi province by 5 wickets in the final to lift the first inter-province national sports tournament Women's Cricket Championship trophy. Koshi meanwhile settled for silver. In the match held in Gautam Buddha International Cricket Stadium, Koshi had given Sudur Pashchim a target of 93 runs, which it met in 19.5 overs, losing 5 wickets. Koshi went all out for 92 in the stipulated 20 overs, as Apsari Begum was the highest run scorer with 32 runs, which included 2 fours and 1 6. Captain Rubina Chetri contributed 17 runs, while none of the other batters managed to score in double digit. Kavita Joshi was the pick of the Sudur Pashchim bowlers, grabbing 3 wickets. Ritu Kanojia and Sneha Mahara claimed 2 wickets each. In reply, Bindu Rao scored 38 runs to help Sudur Pashchim reach the target. Bindu had 3 fours and 1 6 in 44 balls. Lakshmi Saud and Sabitri Dhami each scored 12 runs. Rubina Chetri claimed 2 wickets for Koshi. Sabnam Rai and Sangeeta Rai 1 each. Kavita was adjudged the player of the match. Sudur Pashchim's Janaki Bhatta was the outstanding coach, Alisa Khadia of Koshi province the outstanding bowler, and Sudur Pashchim's Bindu Rawal the outstanding batter. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.